So welcome back, members. In case you have a question or why you do not understand, just feel free to say stop and explain, and I'll be able to explain wherever you tell me to. So today we're going to look at RecyclerView. I said that you should teach yourself the previous parts that I've skipped around three topics, and those topics are simple. Though we'll cover them because they're the things that we're going to be working with in the whole project. So we will be repeating them, and they are simple. So you have to look at them and practice them. And on top of that, I've already created different videos for those topics, and I send those videos. I put them in a playlist. So your task was just look at those topics, watch the playlist, and then practice and also search about the same topic and learn from other teachers. That's what you're supposed to do. I want to spoon feed you, to put everything to you on plate. That's why I say you should try to find out by yourself. So today we're going to skip straight and start working on what? On the RecyclerView. So this is the most important part in Android, and you need to be careful, and we should make sure that we understand this part, because every application that we will be making in Android programming, its backbone or its most important part is a list of things, and a list of things to represent it effectively on an Android phone. At this moment we use the RecyclerView. So it's very hard to find application which does not have a list that displays something. Assume that you make which kind of application. Let us say that you're making a notebook. You have to display a list of notes that a user saved. Let us say that you're making a chat message app. You have to display a list of messages. Let us say that you're making a school management system. Still have to display a list of students, list of teachers, list of options. So you find that it's very hard to make an app which does not have a list. And the list in Android is supposed to be handled with care, because our Android phones have limited memory, and the list will be endless. The list has unlimited number. We don't know exact number a user can fetch to display a list. Maybe a user wants to display a list of 1,000 songs at the moment, or a list of 200,000 songs in just the same screen. So this is too much data. Now it has to be handled with care. So Android developer, they created what? They created as an element or a more class for displaying this kind of list with care and with effectiveness, and that's what we call RecyclerView. And at the moment we use this RecyclerView to display a list of things. So it is very crucial topic, and you have to make sure that you understand. You have to make sure that you understand it. And I'm going to be a little bit slow, so that when we do it, we should all understand it. In case you don't understand, just be free to ask a question. If you leave it behind and you don't ask a question, then it's your problem. I'll have played my part. So you should also play your part. So without wasting much time, let's get started. We've known why we need a RecyclerView, and basically, or in simple way, what it means. So let's start. I'll go to first of all, let me remind you one thing. In Android programming, you don't need to memorize every piece of code. You don't need to, I should memorize this code, I should memorize these things. No, you don't need to. But you need to know that things exist. You need to know that things do exist, or possible things that you can do in Android programming. And that's why you're here. You're not here to learn and exactly master this code that I'm going to ask you in exam, that you should write exactly what the code is. No, you're here to know what possible things that you can do in Android and how you can do them, but not to memorize everything. Like you have to memorize this whole XML code. No. That's not why you're here. So someone who is not here, he will keep on imagining, I don't know how they display this list. I don't know how they display this image. Is it possible? Can I do it? I think I cannot do it. This thing is so hard. How? So that imagination, will remain for people who did not join the class. But for you who has joined the class, you're not going to know exactly the whole thing in background, how it is done. But you're going to know possible things that you can do and how you can do them. So that when you want to do them, you'll simply know where you can get the code. The code is on internet. You get the code and modify it. Then you'll be able to do anything, because you have already seen how it is done before and you've already practiced it, and that's why you'll practice. Okay, so if you practice something and not memorize, next time you want it, you can watch a video, you can just go and search the thing out and put it in your watching application. Then you can ask, shall we do this forever? No. When you're repeatedly doing this thing again and again and again and again, you'll end up mastering it and it will be in your head. Next time you'll not be to go, you don't need to go and do it and copy the code from net and modify it. So that's how it works. Even me, I don't know everything in the head, but I know some of things. Why? Because I've been doing them repeatedly. I can create a RecyclerView here and accomplish it without copying anywhere. But for the first time, if I teach you like today and I ask you to do the same thing tomorrow without copying from anywhere, it will really be hectic to you. So that's why I say, feel free to search the code and modify it, but always try to make sure that you understand the code, so that you should not repeatedly do this, so that next time you should just write the code by yourself. So I hope you've got that point. So I'll go to my browser and open a new tab, and then I'm going to search Android RecyclerView. RecyclerView. So let me zoom a little bit. You were talking about dependency, Fatmata, in the messages. No, actually, you'll forgive me for not responding to your messages immediately. The thing is that I'm too busy, so don't rely on me so much. I'll disappoint you. Try to be independent. Do your best. Things that you can fix by yourself, fix them. Do your best, and don't give up. If you see you need something, don't give up until you get it, but try as much as you can to be independent, so that when I'll not be there, you'll keep on moving, or you'll be there as another person like me who will be helping others. Do your best. Don't ask everything. If you ask everything, the thing is, the question will lose the quality. The value for your question will lose the what? Will lose the quality. Next time you want to ask me something important, I'll just know, this person want to ask again another simple thing, and then I may ignore it and I work on something which is, I think, is a bit hard, or which is has a high priority. Why? Because you lost the quality of your questions. So always ask serious and hectic and hard questions. For the simple questions, try them out. Try your best. Like Android RecyclerView, dependency. If you watch a previous video from another teacher, they were using dependency. But these days, Android comes with the RecyclerView dependency itself. So if you see another teacher is using dependency and is adding it manually in the dependence in the Gradle, that's another teacher. Now, if you see me doing it without adding, that's me, and it works. That's me. This is the latest. The other one is older video. This is the latest video. These days, and it comes. So that question shouldn't bring at this moment. It shouldn't bring a debate unless when you say, okay, today let's chat. Then you can bring, I saw this and this, and it had this. But shouldn't be again a question. Please, can you explain why this happened? No, just understand and move on, because there's no time to explain everything. if you do that, then your question will start losing the value in them. And then once the question loses the value, I may be prioritizing other things. But if I'll be asking questions that are confusing and that are hectic, then I'll know these questions are serious. Next time you ask, I'll do what? I'll prioritize them. I hope you get my point, you guys. Do you? So I've searched Android RecyclerView, and then here it is. So always okay. So Android RecyclerView, here it is, and you can follow Android developer documentation, which is here, and another one is here. So let me click here to create it, and I mean to show you how you can follow along the documentation. Another thing, there are things that you have to be, they have to be your friends, because without these ones you will not manage for sure. It will be hard for you to manage. The first thing is Stack Overflow. Stack Overflow must be your friend, and then this Android Android programming developer, developer.android.com, the documentation. Those have to be your friends. Otherwise, if you stay away from Stack Overflow, you will suffer, and you'll suffer forever in Android. So there we are. So this is a documentation from Android itself that is going to show us, or that tells how to create how to create a RecyclerView. Why did I open this documentation? Because I want to show you how you can use this documentation to do what? To teach yourself things that I may not be there to help you learn. So you can see here is a RecyclerView. So I'll not read everything like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. No. I'll just concentrate on practicals most. So here they are saying that a RecyclerView is easy to effect. A RecyclerView makes it easy to effectively display a large list or large set of data on a screen. And what we do, we just supply the data, and then Android takes care of the remaining part. So that's what is meant by RecyclerView. It deals with huge data of lists, a list of huge data. Salam. Soon.
We said soon, but we said this week.
I'm teaching soon. Right now, I'm teaching. You will. Sure, trust me. Idris. You're not happy?
Huh?
You're not happy?
I want to sing to
You should be happy, man. Let me first teach. Okay. Soon. Yeah. Okay, members. Are you there? Fat, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, that's beautiful. So I'll continue. They say that we need a RecyclerView class first. So this is the one that will take care. This is a class that we need. We need a RecyclerView. We need a view. We need a RecyclerView holder, and this is one that will take this one will take care of the whole list. A view holder will take a list of. Will take care of a single item in our list, and then we have a layout manager that will be responsible on how our list data should be organized, and then also the adapter. Those are the 4 things that we need. Let me write them down so that we are going to see one by one. So I'll open here maybe Word. Should I open Word? Okay. Let me open Sublime Text, the lighter. Okay. So these are the requirements that we need to create. That we need when creating a RecyclerView. So first of all, we need a what? A RecyclerView itself. Secondly, Hadi, I hope you're following. Secondly, we need what? An adapter. Secondly, we need an adapter. We need an adapter. We need the model. These guys, we need a model class. Or you can call it a model, whatever you call it. Thirdly, we need an adapter. And fourth, we need a what? After adapter, we need now to data. we need data that we're going to present, and before your data, after model, we need to item layout. After item layout, you need adapter. After adapter, we need data. After data, we need now to do what? Connecting the recycler view and the what and the adapter. So these are the things that we need to create a recycler view. Now we are going to handle them one by one until we do what? Until we finish them. So we begin with the recycler view itself. So this is my project. So I'm going to go to the layout, the front end. I'll click here, and there is the layout of recycler view. I'll just simply open it so that you can see clearly. There it is. So I'm going to remove everything. This is my empty activity. I'll delete everything, and then I'm going to change this one to what? To linear layout, because linear layout is the simpler one to use. So I'll just simply say linear layout, and then I'm going to put here orientation to be what? To be vertical. And then what did we say we want first? We want a what? A recycler view. So we are working on this one. Let me point on this so that you can see what we are pointing on. Okay, so we are on this. Okay, a recycler view itself. So
Lindo,
yes, please.
you explained this in another video. Are you going to explain it again?
Yes,
Is it so necessary then?
I taught you these things in another video.
Yes.
Really?
You were explaining it to another boy and then you upload it.
Another boy for this class, not for this class. Did you understand? So do I need to skip because you can watch that video?
Well, me, I watched that video. I followed what you did exactly, but my output and your output are not same. That is why I texted you.
And that's why I'm trying to do this for you now.
But
the other one is
you are following the same procedure.
The other one is the other one is another what? Is another course, and it's another course. So I have to to work for your money, you know. I don't eat your free money. That's why I'm trying to do that. So the same procedure. Did you expect the procedure to be different? I'm happy of you. Fatmata. You're trying to practice beyond. You see, like for you, have already even watched that video. That is very great. I don't know what of others. I really don't know. But I'm happy you've done what? You're trying to work so hard. If everyone does that, it will be very good.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the thing is, you
What?
should also make like follow-ups. For example, I sent you that text. I don't know whether you are so busy or what, but you have not watched. You have not.
I was so busy. That's why I'm saying that I believe it is a simple thing.
It's not so simple. I don't know why it's like that. And I followed what you did.
Okay, let me first finish and then we'll look at it. Okay. So here's the recycler view. If it does not work, you repeat again and again until it works. How many times did you repeat?
3 times.
Are you sure? From 3 times, different times, and it failed?
Yes.
You could repeat
I did.
you could repeat 10 times and also try from other teachers. Yeah. The one.
You cannot do that.
Why not? Why not? Do you know for me how many times I repeated to make it to teach it myself?
1 hour 5 minutes. I repeat that again. I repeat that again.
Not repeat the whole video. Repeat the part where there is content only.
I repeat everything and then I saw that I did the exact same
Let me tell you a secret. Is that I also the most hardest part that I found when learning. It was RecyclerView. It was very hard to teach it myself. So it is normal, but I never gave up until I learned it and I now play with it. So why did you give up?
I don't know, but
okay, I will look at your question after I finish. Okay, let's first concentrate on the video so that the video should not be too long. Okay, so very good, Fatmata. I'm very happy of you, Allah, because you're practicing, you're trying stuff. So you're going to begin by creating a RecyclerView layout itself. So write RecyclerView. Okay, and then I'll say match parent, and then I say wrap content, and then after putting match parent and wrap content, this is the RecyclerView itself. Okay, so I'll give you an ID so that we can relate to it later. We can connect to it later. So I can give it ID, So I don't know which data we should deal with right now. Let us deal a product, with a product data. So let's say product underscore RecyclerView. I'll call it maybe product RecyclerView like this. Okay, you can give it anything that you want. So we're going to present products in this list. So we have to now connect this one. Okay, we have that RecyclerView now. The layout is there, it's off, so we are done. Next is the model class, or the model itself, or the class that we'll use to present a single product. Okay, so we are here now. Let me write here the word done, so that you should know that it's done. So this one is done. Okay, so we are here on what? On model. So let's create the model. So the model, I'll just simply come here and press create a new class. Hadija, are you following? By simply coming to new and then Java class. So a model is just like a single product class that we will be using. I'll just call it what? Product. It can be a model of student, it can be a model of a book, it can be a model of anything that you're going to work with in your list. Anything, okay? So I'll call it a product. Hadija, are you following? Hadi, is Hadija there? Fatima, is Hadi there?
Yeah, she's here.
Why is she not responding?
Maybe her mic is having a problem. I don't know.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
She might be lying. That's why I'm not sure.
She's here.
Hadi, why are you not talking? I'm asking, are you following really?
Yes.
Are you following?
Yes.
Okay, I want to just that answer to confirm. Okay, so we'll have, okay, what properties shall we have in a product? We'll have product ID. Maybe you can have a name, you can call it product name, anything as you wish. You can call it a product name. Let me just call this an ID rather than repeating myself. So after product, after name, maybe you can have price. After the price, maybe you can have photo. In coming time, we'll see how I can put photos there. After, maybe you should put what? Discount. Okay, that's enough data that we'll deal with. Okay, so since we'll need to do what? To simply use this data, to simply feed the data in these things, in these classes. Let me create a what? Let me create a constructor that will be calling to feed in this data. So I'll just press Alt and Insert to create a constructor, or you can create the constructor by yourself, public method, and then with the same name of a class, and then put brackets and put the things that you need to receive, and also say them. You know how to create a constructor. Or I can just press Alt and Insert, and then I say generate constructor. I select everything, then they'll create for me what? A constructor, other than for me repeating myself. You can do the same for the getters and setters. Okay, so if I don't want to do the getter and setters, I can as well access these things in public by simply putting here what? Public, like this. Public. Okay, so public, then I'll know that the integer will be accessed in public, the ID, and can put here public, and then I know the price will be accessed in public. I can put a photo to be in public, and then I'll know that the photo can be accessed in public. I can put the what? The discount be in public, and also I'll know that the discount can be accessed in what? In public. So once we do that, I'm going to public, price, and discount. Those are done. So what next? Now I have to, the class is done, the model class is done. We don't need more things. We have the properties and the constructor. If you want the getter and setter, you can go ahead and do them. Just simply press Alt and Insert, and then you see Alt and Insert, and then you select. If you want getter and setter, see, you can do them from here. But since these are public, I don't need getters and setters. Boom. So the model class is done. So this one's also what? Is also done. Okay, so what next? We go to a single item layout. how should our item look like. So we're here. Okay, so Hadija, I want to know one thing. Had you also practiced these things? Hadija, the microphone cannot talk. Ask Hadi if she had practiced these things. It will help me to work on my pace. Hadi, I do practiced. Had you watched this video? Speak up. Okay, so I'm going to create a what? An item for a single what? For a single product. So I just simply come to my resources, layout, right click, new what? New layout. I can just say okay. Okay, I'll give it a name. Okay, so it will be item. Why am I putting item? Because I want my data to be organized, so item should be grouped in the same place. So item product. What matter? Why is Hadi not replying?
Washroom.
Did you watch the video? Not yet.
Which video?
For this topic?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
No, I
Okay.
was watching the previous one.
Okay. I hope you watch as you practice.
Yeah,
That's good.
but now my problem is on this emulator. It
Em-
used to
em-
show it like this one.
em-
You see?
Emulator is
Are you getting?
I'm getting you, my dear, but I said emulator should find a way.
How? I downloaded the new Android Studio,
And the emulator worked.
but still,
Yeah. If it does,
no, it's giving problem, but the problems have reduced till now.
if you have to buy a phone, you have to borrow a phone. Find a way. Because there's no other solution. If the emulator is not working, get another computer. Buy a phone. Or find another way out. Otherwise, if you complain and don't practice, we'll leave you behind. That's a fact. Find any way out. Whether you borrow a phone or you buy a phone for debugging. I'm telling you out of experience, my friend. How do I know these things? Because I have a lot of excuses for not doing them. But what do? I put the excuses aside and I find a way how to get. So if the emulator is not working, Hadi, please see how you can buy a phone or you can borrow a phone. Just do like that and get a phone soon and start working and learn. If you have a phone, then you will learn and get this knowledge. Otherwise, if you don't giving excuses, my friend, will listen, will pity you, but they will not help for sure. I'm telling you this out of experience. Okay? So just buy a phone or find a way out to buy a phone if the emulator has failed to work. Just find a way. So okay, that's it, Hadi. So here I see this. I'm trying to create a single what? A single item. Single item here. So how should one item look like? So I'll have maybe I want to I'll put item and the price on the other side, and then below it I'll put I'm trying to design what I want to do to be item and the price on the opposite side, and then below it we'll have maybe what do you have? Which data do you have to present? We have to present, so I'll have the item name, then the price on the other side, and then the discount below the price. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so that's our linear layout. So I can make orientation horizontal, and then I put here. So you can design your own way how you want it to look like. So I can put here maybe text view. Text view, and width I give it match parent. or I can put wrap content, and also put wrap content and get text, and then I can say this is item name, and then I give it maybe text size of maybe 20 dp, and then I close that. Maybe I give it color of what, of black. Okay, so we have that. Let me zoom so that you can see it. I think you should start using zoom in next class, but zoom is limited. Okay, so there we go. So we'll have item, maybe can make it maybe 25 to make it a little bit clearer for you. So that's the item name. So on the other side, I want to put another linear layout. On this side, I want to put another linear layout. So it'll be linear layout, orientation, wrap content, and then after then I'll do it. I'll give it height, wrap content. Okay, so I'll have to give these two things weight. So I can give them weight. Maybe this one can be 1, this one can be weight of 2. So in space where this one is, then this one will take 2 spaces. Remember, this is also a linear layout here, so I want to put here linear layout, orientation, horizontal. So I can put now 2 things there, and then I can put now the price as the first text. Remember, this is another linear layout on the other side. So text view, I can give it match parent width, and then I give here the wrap content, the height, and then I can give it the text itself. I can maybe put price. Maybe I can say it is 120 US dollar. So after doing that, I can give this text to float on the right hand side. Did I give them weight? Well, weight is there, and this one has weight. So how is it? Is it extending? Why? Okay. Maybe this one should have a weight of 1. So I should have a weight of 0.5. Still extending, I don't know why. Okay, but that's the point. Let me make it float right, so I can put a line, text or gravity right, so it will float like right that side. Okay, so after doing that, I can give it color of black. I can give it size of 20, maybe also maybe 20 dp. Okay, so below it I will give now the percentage, and okay, so orientation, there it is. Orientation here I should put vertical, because I want to be one to be on bottom the other. So I'll put here the discount. I can put maybe 10% off. So I'll make this discount not look like the main price. So I'll remove this color, and the black color, and I give it the normal color of 100, and I remove the size of discount and make it maybe be like 16 dp. Okay, so I'll have something like this. This is beautiful. Okay, have something like this, the item name and the price on this side. Yeah, I can specify in the weight. Wait. So why is this thing? Okay, I should use wrap content. I think it's the one that will work for me. Wrap content. wait, I should use wrap content. Now that will work for me here. Wrap content with no, that's with match parent. So I give this one weight of 1. Oh yeah, that's the problem. I give this one weight of 1, this one I gave weight of 2. Okay, 1, and this one weight of what? Of 2. Yeah, it's now okay. Or weight of 3. Yeah, it's now okay. I was wondering why is it kicking the other one. I'd put the weight on the wrong thing. Okay, so there it is. I hope you can see.
Yes, can you go a little bit up? Let me see.
Yeah, you're saying that I don't know why, because on the original video these things will look so smaller, and I'm using already a smaller screen, and you say that you're not seeing, so I don't know why. When I use a big
Yeah,
screen,
I can see. I mean, you can go a little bit up. I'm saying like a different layer. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
so is it okay now?
Just go a little bit up.
Okay, so
I want to.
yeah, okay, very good. It's good you're following. Padding, so I can put padding, maybe I can say maybe 10 dp on the whole thing. So you see, I'll have that small padding on items. Okay, so can we make it 10? Okay, so that's it. So we'll not sleep on the design. That's my simple design. So I'm going to give this item a name. So I give it ID, so I can say maybe product name. Okay, so I'll come here and give it maybe product what? Price. You can mute your microphone if you're not going to talk soon. Then here I can put product discount. There we go. So we come back to we can now come back to the what? Okay, the layout is done. So that is how a single item will look like. Okay, that's how a single item will look like. So the layout is done. So I'll come and say the layout done. So far, do you see any problem so far? Like, I have not understood here, and I don't know why we should do this. We should do a particular part. So far, do you have any question, members? So far, I'm asking.
Not yet.
Not yet.
From my side.
Okay. Had any question so far? So if there's no question, if you keep quiet, then I'll consider you have no question. So we go to the adapter now. That is it. Okay. We created the what? We created the RecyclerView in our activity. We created the model of a single item or a class of a single item, and then we created a layout of a single item where the item will be displayed. Now we're going to adapter. So what is the adapter? Adapter is the one that will be taking responsibility of what? Of connecting the layout of a single item with data. What?
I don't have a question.
You don't have a question? That's good. You answer after 2 years. Okay, so I say it take long to answer. Okay, so we're working now on the adapter. I say adapter is the one that will take responsibility to connect the data with a what? With a layout. All the logic will be inside the what? Inside the adapter, the listeners and everything. It will be the what? It will be the adapter. So let us create an adapter. So to create an adapter, we need just to create a class that is going to extend what? That is going to extend a RecyclerView adapter. It's supposed to extend this class called RecyclerView adapter. So let us create that class now. Let us create an adapter. Now we are here. We are here, members. So let us go and create the adapter. That is the hectic part that people always find challenges, but I'll simplify it. So I click here, new Java class. I'm going to call it products or products, whatever, adapter. Okay. So there we go. That's the product adapter. Did I make a right spelling? Oh, I made a wrong spelling. Let me rename this file. Rename file. I'll put here just product adapter. So I have to put here so the class. Okay, boom. So we're there. Okay, so this is just not be a plain class. It have to extend something that you should have the ability to deal with, or to be dealing with the RecyclerView. So you have to be what? It has to extend this class of adapter, RecyclerView adapter. I can either copy this name here, or I can just simply come and say extend, okay, what? RecyclerView dot adapter, like this, and then it will have to receive here some things. You can follow even this code here. Can you see? You have to paste this code. Okay, so it will pass the what? It will be receiving the it will be receiving the view holder. It will be receiving the view holder, but this view holder should be within the same class. Okay, the view holder that it should receive, it should be also within the what? Within the same class. So we are going to create this view holder within the same class. So before we do anything, let us create what? The view holder within the same class. So a view holder, it is also another class within the same class of RecyclerView adapter that is going to extend the what? The RecyclerView holder, which is, you see, it is here. Where is it? Let me show you. Public. I want to show you that class. You see, yeah, it is here. It is a public static class that is also, it can be anywhere, but it should be extending the RecyclerView holder. So it's the one that you're going to create first, and then we'll do what? We'll go ahead and create that. We finish the adapter. So after reaching this point, you pause. You go ahead in this and create a what? A public static class. Okay, that is going to do what? That is going to work as what? As a view holder. So I can just simply come here and copy this, or I can go and create by myself. It's not that hectic. So it's going to be view holder extend recycler view holder. You see, this is just a plain class. It is extending recycler view holder. This one, public static class inside the product class view holder, and extend recycler dot view holder. So here it is complaining the view holder itself. So this view holder has to override some stuff. Okay, it have to override some things. So I'll just press Alt and Enter. Alt and Enter. It will tell me what it should do. So it needs a constructor for super class. Then you see, let me go back and I do step by step that it should not be lost. So you've seen how I've created this view holder that extends this one. So you click here in the view holder here itself. Okay, press Alt, hold it, and press Enter. It will suggest for you the suggestions. They say that it needs a what? A super class of view holder item. So to override this view holder item, so you see, you're doing that class. It has done that class here. So that is class is same as this one. Okay, this one, view holder item. So here it is where we will be dealing with the what? We will be dealing with the logic of combining the item with the what? With the RecyclerView. Okay, in this view holder. So that is done. So once we finish creating this class, the way as you see it here, then you come back here now to the main RecyclerView, press Alt and Enter. It will say that we need to implement some stuff. We need to implement some things so that our list should be continued. Just press Enter, and I'm going to explain all this. Select all of them and then press Enter. I'm going to explain each of them, and then you have to pass. Wait, you have to pass now. You have to pass here. This class here, you have to pass the view holder here. So it will be RecyclerView, product adapter dot what? Dot view holder. Okay, this view holder that we are talking about here, this one is the one that will pass here, and then press Alt and Enter, then say implement these methods, all of them, and then it will stop crying. That's how you create the adapter. Now you can ask a question, what does these things that we've implemented mean? I'm going to explain each of them so that you should understand. So let us begin with the view holder. You saw how we create a view holder. This view holder, it will do what? It will be responsible for combining the data that will give to this recycler view and the single item, the layer, a single layout. That's the use of this view holder. Then this thing that you have overrode, over what? What is the past tense of override? Overrode. You'll find out, eh? This thing that you've overridden, road. I don't know. This thing that you have override, it does what? Get item count. This one is the one that will tell the number of items that are in a recycler view. Okay, so it will not return 0. Because if it returns 0, then it means that our recycler view. Fatmata. Fat.
Yes.
Did you return something here?
Yes.
What did you return?
Yes.
What did you return?
Well, I copied it from that website.
So what did you return here in the get item counter?
I returned the size of the, I was using the student.
Yeah.
So I returned the size of the student.
Very good. I thought that when people forget to return something and then it end up not displaying and they start crying. But okay, we'll see. So here on bind, this bind will bind the view holder with a what? With the data. So to create, this will be called every time the item is trying to be created. Okay. So those are the things that you're going to deal with. So first of all, we'll go to on view. You see on view. Sorry, not on view. In a view holder, we say this is just like an image for a single item. It is the one that is going to hold the view. So in the view holder, they'll be giving us a view item. Can you see? We are being given a view item every time the class is created. They are giving us a view item, as you can see here. Where is view holder? It is here. View holder. Every time a class is created, they'll be giving us a view view item. So for the thing that we want to display in our recycler view, we have to put those classes here. We have to put those elements here. So the first element can be like what? It can be let me see. We just look at the property that we want to put. So we'll need a what? Product name. So I'll come here and create a what? A product name is a text view. So I'll come here and put text view, and then I put product name. Okay, so that's it. So I'll put a product name. What else? I need this price. So I'll come here, paste and put price. And what next? I'll need the discount. I'll come here and put what? And put discount. So those are the things that we need. Okay, so I hope you are still together. So these are the elements that we're going to need to connect with this layout. So this view holder, this view holder, its responsibility is to connect the data with this layout that we created, a single item that we created. So now we have to initialize this one so that they should point somewhere in this view holder. So how do we do that? So we'll have to say product name is equal to what? So for a single item that will be passed to us, for the single list item that will be passed to us, or a single list item view that will be passed to us, it will be passing through. They'll be giving it to us through this view holder, the item view, this one that you see here. You can change this name in any way that you want. So I'm going to use this one to find this. Okay, so I'll simply say is equal to item view dot what? Dot find view by ID, like this, and then it will be r dot what? Dot ID dot item name. So by doing that, this one will have connected with this product name, like that. So we'll go to next one, product price. I'll do the same, just paste here, duplicate by doing Ctrl D, and then product discount, paste here and paste here. So there we are done with the what? With the layout. So that is the layout that is going to connect. The view holder with what? With the view item. So you can follow the Android suggestion. They say this class should be what? Should be final. It doesn't matter. I think for the final thing you can leave it. This item property item can be, it should be final, but for the now you should just leave it like that. So you can see, can make it final to avoid misconception of data. Make it final so that once it should connect, it should not be changed. Final, okay. So like that. So this will connect to that one. So there we are good. Okay, I hope we are good. So after doing the layout, this layout, now what next? We'll need the data. I mean, a list, a source of data that will deal with it, that will deal with in this RecyclerView. So I'm going to put that data in public here, so that we should have that data accessed in any part of the of this class. So I'll simply come here on top of the class and put the data by simply saying what? By simply saying a list. So this I'll create a list in Android, and I'm going to receive data in this through this list. But this data should be of a type of of this product model. That's why we needed we needed model. We needed model because we want everything to be standard, to be on one standard, so that we are not sometimes someone brings another type of data. No, we have to have a single model that will do that will be responsible for putting things on a standard. So I'll say that I'm going to expect a list of of products. So I have to give it a name. I can call it products. Is called new array list. So if I don't want my program to crash, I can initialize it to array list. So this list should always be there but empty. Okay, now the question is, now how shall we receive this list? I mean, how shall we set the data of this list? So that's when you need we need a constructor. So that constructor will be called immediately when this class is being created, and then set the data of this product list. So I'll just simply press Alt and Insert. Alt and Insert, and then say you should generate for me a constructor, and then press Enter. I say constructor of a product. That's all. Okay. So this is just a public class. I mean, public method of the same class with the same name as the class, and it is receiving a list, as I say that I need a list, and then it is initializing this product into this one. You know what is meant by a constructor? It is a method that is called immediately when a class is being created. Immediately when the class is about to be created, the constructor will be called automatically. So that's why I'm initializing this list immediately when this constructor is being called, and then I store the things. And if someone does not provide these things in a constructor, then it means that we will not allow him to use this this class. So everything that you put in a constructor, if you're not having more than one constructor, it is guaranteed that it will be provided in order for the user to use this. I mean, for another class that will want to use this in order to use it. So that's guarantee. And here I'm initializing a list of product. Members, I hope we are still together. I hope you are still together, members. Can you respond, one of you? Are we together so far? Are you following? Are you together? Okay. You're not responding, no problem. Okay, so I'll assume that we are together. So we now have a list of products initialized here. So what next do we need to do? We need to come back here and change this one now. You know, this one is the one that will tell the RecyclerView the number of elements that are inside inside our RecyclerView. This is the one that will tell the number of elements that are available to be displayed. So they are not zero. Okay, they are not zero. If you put zero, then your project will not display anything. Why? Because you say that there is nothing in the list. So I have to put here products.size. So you should return the number of size that is inside inside the product. So after doing that, what next now? We want to do what? We want to, okay, this one is done, this one is done, and this one is done. So what else? On bind view, now we need to combine these two data. we need to combine the data. So where is the right place to combine the data from is where is on bind. Okay, you see, on create, this one will be just creating the layout. I'm going to explain that. We're going to come here on bind. I'm coming from down. I finished the adapter, I finished this number of view, then I come where I come on bind. Okay, on bind. So what is the use of on bind method? On bind method is the one that will set these items to be this data, to have this data. So you can see on bind method, the system will give you the holder, or the holder, this single holder that will come, that we created here. So the object of this holder, when it is being created, it will be given to you here. You see, they will give it to you here. And then they will also give you the item position, a particular item that you want to put on the screen. It will be given to you here. The position will be given you here. I repeat, the use of on-bind view, its work is to combine now, is to now do the logic of combining this list with the what? With the data that you have. And it will be called when they have already displayed this thing in the, or when they are about to display this element in the layout. And what they will provide you, they will provide you two important things. They will provide you the object of this layout that is going to be displayed on the screen, which is here in form of a holder. And the second thing they'll provide you is in the place inside your data where this holder is located, where this item is located that you're going to present, which is here, the position. You know, if you have the position, then you know the specific place in your what? In your list. So let's do that logic. So I may create here a temporary product. I can just say final what? Product. Okay, I can call it P is equal to what? Is equal to, equals to the products dot what? Dot get, and I pass here the what? The position that has been provided to me. So what will happen here? They will, what I've done here, I'm just getting this position to find, and I find in my list of products, and I get the item in that position, and I store it in what? In a P. Okay, members, are we together? Can you respond, one of you? Are we together, or I'm teaching myself? Let me make sure that I'm still connected even. Maybe I'm teaching myself. Oh, the internet disconnected. I call an agency of deco. Ekola. What? Wait. I've not been recording? Seriously?
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
That's your loss now. Those who did not join, they'll see how to handle it. So you see, it's beautiful. Our data has come. You see, it's really beautiful. Our data has done what? Our data has come. I've skipped around 20 minutes. Shit. It is too bad. But no problem. There's another video. We'll combine the two videos. Fatimata can help me and record a video for what I've taught. So members, you can see. You see, we have our data in that list. Let us try to duplicate this data so that we can have enough things to play with. Okay. So I'll run this project again. Time is over. So you can see we're having our data there. So in next class we will cover how to do what? How to handle this data, like if you click what should happen and the rest. But before we leave, let me first explain these things for the members who missed the part that we did not record. So the members who are watching the video and did not finish to record, remember, do you want to go?
What?
You want to go? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you're free to go. We have finished our today's class. So in the next class we'll start. I'm going to just to explain the part of that I did not record, that I forgot to resume the video. So in the next class we'll have to work on the click listener and adding elements in this recycler view and the removing elements. Okay, so that's what we work on in the next class. Like if I click, what should happen? That's what we work on in the next class. So make sure that make sure that by next class at least you should have covered what I've talked about. You should have gone through, because if this is your first time, it will be hard for you. But if you have practiced these things before, you'll find them that you can now relate. You can now understand things. So that's it for today's class, members. Did you understand so far? Adija, if Adija is there, can you respond?
Partially.
You understood? According to what are you saying? I can't. What did you say? Speak up. Be free and speak. Did you understand?
This is special.
It says US, and then it's got
Then okay, that's it. If you don't understand, I don't know. So that's it for today, members. You can leave. Let me explain the part that I did not record. You're free to leave.
No, you said you are going to check my problem.
Let me first finish for this video, then you'll see. Just like 5 minutes. Let me explain to that members who do not understand. They should see. And then you'll show me. Okay, I've seen you. Okay, anyway, let me first finish. Some members who did not, who missed the previous part that I failed to resume, I forgot to record. It is here. We stopped where? We stopped at inside the adapter. Here at this point when we had finished creating the view. Okay, so after you create the view, after you create the view holder, I said that the next thing that you'll get is the size. So you have to pass here the count size. After passing the count size from the list of products, I would already explain how you create this list and why you need it. I remember properly how the video stopped recording from here. So here it is a place where you'll bind. You can even see the word on bind. It will be called by the system. It is binding the item that you passed with the system. With the item that you're going to put with the user interface, and data will be binded in this method on bind. And you can see in this on bind we are receiving two things. We are receiving the view item here. This view item, view holder, is a existence or an object of this view holder that you created. And the next thing that we receive is the position. The position is the position of an element inside your data that is going to be presented. So here what you do, you create a product, or you create an item, or you can even use it directly from this one. But for me, what I do, I create a final item of my model class, and then I initialize it from the list of products that I have, then I get a specific item that is going to be presented through this position. Okay, so it will be p is equal to products.get, and I pass the item position. So this one, what it will do, it will copy the item that is about to be presented on the screen and put it in this p. So once I have this p, it means I have now the item that needs to be displayed on what? On the screen. So then I say this holder now. Now after doing that, after getting this item, now I have to set this data inside the screen. I have to set it, So how do I set it? To access this data, I can access it in this second thing that they gave me here, which is the holder. So, and this holder, I'm the one who defined it here. So I now start setting. Then I say this holder. When I say this holder, what it does, it gives me all the elements that are initialized here. I say then dot set what? Dot set text. For example, for the name, I set text, and then I put the name of the item here that I've just initialized. I put the price. I say the what? The discount. So that's how we deal with this one, the onBind. So if there's any logic that I want to do, maybe I want to calculate any percentage before I display something, so you do that thing at this point. Okay. So what next? Now the next is the what? The onBind. So this onBind is the one that will be inflating, or it will be the one that will be displaying the layout on what? On our screen. So you can see here, I just simply say view is equal to inflator or inflate from, and then I get the context, which is from this parent, and then I put the what? The context, get context, to get the context. And then after I say dot inflate, and then I find now the layout. R dot dot layout dot item product. So remember I have this layout, which is item product here, and then I inflate it here. After inflating, I pass this parent here, and then I say it should not be attached to the root, and I put what? I put false. Then instead of returning null or returning nothing, I return new view holder here, and I give it this view item. Okay, so by doing like this, then your item will be displayed on what? On the screen. You can find this part of the code, just search it on internet here. You'll find it here on the Android developer and platform, where you can find this code if you don't want to write the code itself. But it is short code and it is pretty clear. I recommend you to better write it by yourself so that you can understand how it works. So that's how we create this one. Then when you finish there, now you have to go back to the main activity and work on the logic. So the logic that we had to do, first of all, I had to generate the data. So remember, this our adapter will ask us to provide the list of what? Of products. And product is a list. A product is a model that we defined. So how do I do that? I just simply say list products is equal to new array list. I make just a simple array list of what? Of product, and then I create here a function that will generate the data, just the dummy data. So I call this function before I call anything here, and what this action does, it initializes the product. It adds there a single product in every line. I'm adding a single product, and remember, in this product we're having a constructor. By just simply saying product.add. I pass new product, and then I have a constructor there, and in those constructor it's where I'm initializing these things from. You see? So if you have also got the constructor, when you be creating a new of your model, you'll be having such things. So I pass here, I generate the data here, I create some data, I put them there. So after generating data, I come back to what? To the create. I call the bind view. This bind view is where I put the logic that connects the elements inside my own create view with the elements in the what? In the front end, in the XML layout. So here on bind, you can see I'm just simply initializing the RecyclerView here. Remember, I have to create also a RecyclerView object here. You see, you have to create it here because the one that will take over everything. So I create the RecyclerView and I initialize it with the one that we did what? That we did create at first, if you still remember in the video. So I initialize it like that here in the onBind. Why do I write these methods? Yet we can write all these things in the main activity, because I want this method, this project to be in components. So it's better to put things separately, to put the different related businesses separately, so that your code should not be mixed up. Otherwise it will be looking weird to put all these things in just one method activity. Yes, it will work, but it's not recommended. So after binding the views, I say that it is the one that is connecting the RecyclerView with our front-end RecyclerView. I then initialize the component. So initialize the component, this is just my own word. You can also use your own word. This one is the one that it will create now the data. It will connect the data, the recycler view with the what? With adapter. So I create the object of our recycler view, our adapter, which is product, then dot product adapter. I can use anything, is equal to new, then I say product adapter, and you know what our product adapter will ask us. It will ask us the products according to the constructor that we made here, if you still remember, a list of product. So remember, I already have a list of product that was generated before I created this part. Then I pass to it this product list here, and then everything will be okay for there. Then after that, I'll have to now set the what? The recycler view layout manager. So layout manager is the one that decides how this data should be displayed on the screen. That is what? That's layout manager. So in this layout manager, what do? I just I what? What do you do? You say recycler view dot set layout manager, then say go to new linear layout manager. You have two types. You have grid type and have a linear one. So I say new linear layout manager, and I give it what? Context. So after doing that, then I go ahead and set the adapter of this recycler view. So when you set the adapter of the recycler view, immediately the recycler view, it will start displaying from there if you have not done any error. So that's why I say recycler view dot set adapter, and I give it the adapter that we just created. And then once you do that, you'll have come up with an application like this one. So that marks the end of our today's class. Let's meet in the next class, where we're going to now go deeper in this recycler view, such as adding elements dynamically, deleting elements dynamically, updating the recycler view dynamically. That's what we'll do in the next class. So I hope you're not missing that class until we meet again. Yeah. Another thing, if you have a problem, put in the comment section. If you have a problem, try to search from another teacher. If you don't get it completely, then you can put in the comment section. Okay, see you in the next class.